Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whenever you might be listening to this. This is the Buzzed Pucks.
Podcast.
I'm Bert,
I'm Clay.
and we are here for the last, half week of the NHL season and the start of the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yay!
baby.
Here we
It's
are.
the
It's playoff
most
time.
wonderful time of the
Well,
year.
unless your team's in it, and then it's the most stressful time of the year while you're watching, while they're in
I
it.
mean, it's both. Both are
It's
true.
both. I guess that's both. So yeah, and we have a wee bit of news to go over as well, but not too much.
We bit.
I think we'll probably get it.
Someone yelled themselves into a job. Um,
uh, we'll get through that. We'll probably speed through the last few games of the season for
oh
everybody,
yeah,
and then we'll talk about the all the game ones except for Anaheim and Edmonton because they haven't started yet.
correct.
But before we do that, Clay, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Genesee beer. Their dry hopped cream ale. Every like we've talked about it. Every region has their own trash beer,
Yeah.
and Genesee is they're out of Rochester, but they're Western New York's. But they have a lot of variety. Like
Mm.
this is like they have their main Genesee, then they have the cream ale, which sells just as much.
Hmm.
But this is the dry hopped cream ale. They have a ruby red Kolsch. They have a Bach that
That's
I
pretty
haven't
good. Yeah.
had.
Usually the
Yeah, like they have a
regional shit beers usually don't have a variety. It's usually just like one
no. This
and then a light one.
this has a variety.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I am drinking. I believe it's La Chef.
Oh, that's so good.
Is it? Wait,
Yeah.
the beer you're drinking? The would you
Yeah,
say it
the
was dry
dry
hopped
hop
cream ale?
cream ale.
Hmm.
That is yummy.
I'll have to try that. I am drinking Le Chef from Chef Brewing Company. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. It's a
Yes,
Belgian.
chef.
It's a Belgian brewery. Uh,
Yeah, that could be
Belgian
French, German,
strong blonde.
or
Yeah, I have no idea. I picked it out
could be
because
Belgian, German, or
it has
Flemish.
a gnome on the front of it.
Oh yeah, Chufe.
And when I bought it, the gentleman at the liquor store raved about it.
Oh
So it
really?
better be good. And he also said I was buying PBR at the same time to drink while I watch sports. And he was like, "Have you ever?" He was like, "I assume you've had this beer before." I was like, "No," talking about this beer, not PBR. I was like, "Oh no, I haven't. I just look good. I don't know." And he was like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good. You're not mixing it with the PBR, are you?" That's he said that, and I was like, "No, the PBR is for watching sports. This is for something else." And he's like, "Oh, okay, good, good, good. I wouldn't allow
Oh
it.
thank God.
Yeah, I wouldn't allow it." And I was like, "Okay, so this beer better be good because that guy made a big stink about it. Let's find out." I mean, it's good. It's
It's La Chouffe.
La Chouffe. Okay, thank you.
La Chouffe.
It's pretty good.
I
I don't know if I would rant and
watched a
rave about it,
video
but oh,
on
did
how
you?
to pronounce
That
like
guy
current.
is
Yeah,
it that guy that puts out 1,000 YouTube videos? It's just like this is how
I
you
have
say this word.
no. It would have been nice because there was a lot of fluff just to get to La Chouffe.
La Chouffe. It's like looking up a recipe, and then you have
Yeah.
to hear
Oh my God.
somebody's like
I don't need your life story,
somebody's
Becky.
life story when I'm trying to find a spaghetti recipe, you know, or whatever,
I
whatever you're
guess
looking
your
for.
fault for looking up spaghetti or
No,
something.
it was just the first thing that came to my head.
No, I know, I know.
All right, let's get into some news. The New Jersey Devils wasted no time in hiring a new GM. They hired Sonny Mehta, who I believe is coming from the Florida
Yeah,
Panthers organization,
yes, he is.
as their new general manager.
I like seeing the new blood.
Yes, this will should be interesting because this guy, he's not like new to hockey, but he's a new GM
No.
essentially. Uh,
Oh, listen to his his side quests are ridiculous.
oh yeah,
Like,
I'll have to look that
yeah,
up.
no, he's like a poker player too. Um,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, no, he has like some sort of master's degree in business.
Hmm.
Uh,
That makes sense. That would come in handy for being a general manager, I would think.
right, but he had yeah. Um, but yeah, he has a weird like career outside of this. Um,
It's also nice to see a person of color become a general manager in the NHL too.
oh, absolutely. There it is. He's a former professional poker player. He's
It's wild.
co-author on two poker books. He also moved to New Orleans after um, he studied jazz guitar and studio music,
Oh,
and then moved
this
to New
dude's
Orleans
cool as hell.
and to perform various acts. Um, he's got a master's in data science. Yeah.
I like him. This guy's cool as hell. It's a shame he's the Devils GM, so we have to hate him to a certain extent. But
Oh, he has to hate him. Yeah, we have to hate him.
if he was in another division, I would probably love him.
He's done he's done consultant work for the Capitals and as
Oh,
well as
okay.
6 Major League Baseball teams.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, we'll see if that all pans out to be a good general manager. You never know. Sounds like it
Oh
might.
yeah, no.
But sometimes dudes are just really bad at it. Like
Right.
remember what's his face, John Shaika, who he's still
Oh,
around
yep.
somewhere, but he was the.
His name got thrown around.
I know, I
Oh
saw it
shoot. I don't.
for Toronto's GM.
I know his name got thrown around, but I don't remember if it was an April Fool's Day thing or
Oh,
not.
that'd be funny. But he did he was like this younger guy. I think when he got hired, he's like the same age as us when he got hired as
Oh
a
wow.
GM of the Coyotes
Oh,
back in
check
the
it.
day.
Yeah,
But then
but he was
Chaika
just a
was
grinder.
just so bad at it.
Yeah. Um. But
Johnny,
yeah, you're right. He was. Meta has been with the Panthers organization since 2020.
there you go. He has a couple Stanley Cup rings then, so I'm
Yes, he does.
sure he learned a lot there. All right, moving on. I think we said this last week, but Johnny Quick officially is retiring, ending his career.
Yeah.
He did say before whatever his last game was this past week that he just kind of randomly
That
said,
was
"Oh,
his last game.
that's my last game tonight."
Hmm.
Dallas signed Niels Lundqvist to a 2-year, $1.75 million per year extension, and Winnipeg signed Kepke to a 2-year, $1.45 million extension. So
Yeah.
yeah, two younger guys getting an extension in there. I'm sure we'll probably see some more extensions and stuff worked out with teams that aren't in the playoffs currently in the coming
Correct.
weeks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We'll definitely see some more firings, I would think, of coaches and
Firings and
GMs.
hirings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are gonna come. This is the time of year during the playoffs. That's the other news we'll get is like teams not in the playoffs be like, okay, GM, you're out of
We're
here.
done. I mean, I already have one of those.
Yeah, I know.
Um.
That's it for my news. I figure whenever you're done with
Now
yours
Rick
and
Bonus
injuries.
got extended,
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Rick Bonus did get extended, and will be
and
continue to be the coach of the Blue Jackets next year. And I don't know how long the extension is, but boy, he had some words for his team at the end of the year.
that's what I mean to say when he yelled himself into getting
Oh
a
yeah.
job
Yeah, well,
because
he did a good
he.
job too. Like he almost got them into the playoffs when they were in last place for a long period of time
Hmm.
beforehand. I think he deservedly should be back next year. But boy, did he dogged some of his
Absolutely.
players. He was like,
He dug the
these guys
team
didn't
itself.
the team itself. Yeah, he said a lot of these guys don't weren't really trying that hard. It seemed like to get into the playoffs. So we'll see if they're
And
back next year.
he said, if I come back, we're changing the culture. So,
They need it. They need it. That's one of the things in that team that I'm sure other coaches or GMs have tried to change the culture, but you got to get yourself
yeah.
out of that rut, right? You know,
Hmm.
teams just get into
Absolutely.
that rut. Like Buffalo was in it for a long time. They're finally
Buffalo was
out
in
of
it
it
for a
now.
long
But you know, like the New York Jets are in it. They're just like we're a loser. We're
time.
a
Yeah.
loser organization. You know, you got to just get yourself out of that mindset. All
I
right.
mean, some parts of that, especially for like the Jets
Mm-hmm.
and the Sabers, were owner
Oh, sure,
meddling.
sure,
Um,
absolutely. A lot of it has to do with the owner meddling.
absolutely.
I only have a
Speaking
few.
of,
Let me do
oh,
my
okay, I
injuries.
was
Let me
gonna say,
just get my injuries out of
yeah,
the way.
I got you.
Because I'm only doing the teams that are in the playoffs injuries, so it's not that many.
Same dog.
For Dallas, Rope Hintz is out for at least the first two games. For the
It
Stars with a
shows.
lower body injury, yep, they're missing him. For Philadelphia, Grabenkin just out for now. I don't know
Hmm.
what his timetable might be. And Utah is by far the most injured, having three injuries. Hayton and McBain are both week to week with an upper body and lower body injury apiece, and Dursey day to day upper body injury. That's it.
Jersey played last night.
Did he play last night? Okay, well, strike that from the
Yeah,
record
he
then.
played last night. Because I got to mention him. All right. Speaking of teams with owner meddling, Vancouver
Mm,
fired Patrick Alvin as their
yeah.
GM. Um,
I don't
I
think
would
it
say
really.
deserved,
Yeah, but like Jim Rutherford's still there, so like, what does it really
right?
matter?
And Rutherford is the one pulling the strings.
Yeah, so like
Um,
Alvin was just the
and
or Alvin, however you say it, was
he's
just like the puppet.
he's yeah, he's the fall guy. And well, I'll probably go more into Rutherford's comments because they let him get in front of a mic again,
Uh,
and it's just him in front of a mic is just pure honest. They're honest about their incompetence. It's just amazing. Uh,
I
um,
mean, I think it might just be time for Rutherford to retire. He's
I mean,
since leaving the Penguins, he has not really done anything particularly
just
impressive.
keep him talking. Well, also, Alvin. It seems like Alvin got fired for losing the power struggle with the coach Adam Foote because
Mm.
Alvin wanted Foote to play the young guys going down the stretch.
Yeah, he might as well. I mean, their season was ruined anyway.
Exactly. Alvin didn't. Or sorry, Foote didn't.
Mm.
So Alvin loses for a power struggle for a coach that's probably getting fired by the next GM that comes in.
Probably, you would
Um,
hope so anyway.
because Foote wasn't good.
No,
Um,
when you're
and
that
also
bad, the coach has got to go. When you're
coaches got to go
bottom of the league basically the whole year, coach has got to go.
unless in Colorado's set like chance they knew what they were going to be.
I guess that's fair. If they're like we're gonna be bad this year, definitely we'll give Foot another year to see if he can work
But they
anything
didn't
out.
know they were
But
going to be this bad this year.
yeah, this is quite bad. This is
Yeah,
at least last year. There wasn't it last year they were sniffing around the playoff spots. They didn't make
I
it,
think they
but like
sniffed.
they were around it. This year they're just
Yep.
bottom, rock bottom, terrible.
But also like Rutherford basically said, "Yeah, whoever comes in is probably going to replace me," um, which is weird to say.
That's a
And
weird.
also,
How he's technically
I
above
don't
the
know,
GM.
right? Because whoever comes in is going to be the new president of hockey operations.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I I guess we'll
again,
find out.
I get don't like he keeps just talking. He keeps
I mean,
talking.
it makes
Um,
for a good subject to talk about.
yes, him saying we knew we weren't going to keep Quinn Hughes because he wanted to, no matter what, he wanted to go back to America,
Yeah,
which
ruining
also is
all of his.
a good reason that Tom Fitzgerald got fired. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
can't
they
land that.
bungled that up pretty bad. Yeah,
You can't land that. You got to go.
yeah. It sounded like Vancouver had
Um,
literally zero uh, leverage in the situation, other than just
yeah.
not having to trade Quinn Hughes if they didn't want to.
Hmm. But also like he signed. He admitted he signed his Quinn's buddies,
Yeah,
um,
of course.
Demko, Besser, Granlund, not Granlund,
Garland
um, Garland, yes, to like longer term contracts to in the
to
hope
pacify
that
Quinn Hughes. Yeah.
in like yeah, and those contracts have really worked out. Um,
Well, they did trade Garland at the trade deadline, but the other
yes, that
two,
is true.
the other two, yeah, they haven't really panned out.
Yeah, so yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Um, But again, uh, Vancouver's ownership doesn't believe in rebuilds, just retools.
Well, you best start
So
believing
we'll
in
see what
rebuilds
happens.
because you in one.
You're in one.
You're in one.
All right. Injuries, I only have two because again,
Hmm.
either we're talking uh team. I'm either gonna do the injuries that got released that are like bigger ones afterwards, that
Yeah.
stuff that guys were playing with, or playoff teams. So Buffalo's Sam Carrick, we know he got injured because, for his arm in the Islanders game a couple weeks ago. He's not. He's going to miss the first round. He's
Okay.
not coming back
He's
for the
missing the
first
full
round.
first round. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully they get to the second
And
round. Maybe he'll be back.
exactly. And for Vegas, William Karlsson, who has been out since November 10th for a lower body injury, he's not coming back unless they make a deep run to the playoffs.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. That's one of those like maybe he'll be back.
Right. They're saying if it he's only coming back if we get conference final or later.
Got it. That's a
So
tough ask.
yeah,
All right.
and that's
Well,
it.
you want to do our playoff predictions while we're here?
Let's do our finish our
You
like
want to do the
season
week
first,
first?
and then
Okay.
we'll go playoffs.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll kick things off with the Central. Like, we'll just try to rip through this so we can get to the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. Because all of the hopes and dreams that I had about the Eastern Conference um, for this week ended Monday night with a Philadelphia
Yep.
win. So fuck
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Washington did everything they needed to do. They just needed Philly to lose
it's
those
not even
games.
that. I
Yeah.
just wanted the
Oh, you
drama.
wanted the chaos, right? That's right.
I wanted the chaos. I wanted the drama for the Tuesday night games,
It
and
just didn't happen.
Philadelphia said no.
Philadelphia said, "Ooh, another shutout win or shootout win, excuse me."
Shootout. Yeah. Well, I blame Brenda Moore for that shootout lineup because
Oh my
what the
God,
hell
it
are
was
you
so
doing?
bad.
Uh,
They they shot. They had two defensemen shoot in the shootout. One
yeah,
of them was
they had
Keandre Miller.
Keandre. Right. Like,
I mean, they were
All right,
sitting like half
continue.
their players, but still. All right,
You still had Ehlers in the game. Had him
that's true. He didn't
do a
even do
shootout.
it. Yeah. Chicago, they won one, lost one this week. Lost to Buffalo 5-1. Got outshot 26-16. Green had the only goal. Knight 21-26. Did beat San Jose 5-2. Crevier 2 goals. Bedard 2 assists. Knight 15 of 17. And what I did for my teams is I have their top scorer of the season and their top goalie of the season.
See, I was gonna do that. I thought about that. I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
do, and I've done that for years. But this year, for some reason, I just will do it
It's
with
fine. The season
the,
wrap ups
the
thing that we'll
recaps.
that
Yeah.
we'll do in a week or two. Yeah, I mean I'll go more in depth with their scoring when we do the season wrap ups coming up later on. But Bedard is their top scorer of the year, 30 goals, 45 assists in only 69 games. Pretty impressive
Yeah,
numbers
good
for
for him.
that kid.
That's better than his sophomore year.
Yes, it is. Spencer Knight is their top goalie because I think that's pretty obvious for the majority of the season. 902 save
Absolutely.
percentage on the year, 282 goals against with 3 shutouts. That's pretty good for a goalie on a really bad team.
Yes.
17.2% on the power play for the season. That ranks them at 28th in the league.
Oof.
83.3% on the penalty kill, though, ranks them second in the league. So
Was that
Taylor,
adjusted or not adjusted?
that's not adjusted. I'll do adjusted when we do the wrap ups.
It's still goddamn. I mean,
Second in the league.
still goddamn.
Second in the
Yeah.
league, Chicago. Look at
Didn't
that's hey,
didn't
that's
see
pretty
that
good.
coming. I
No,
did not
not
see
at
that
all.
coming.
Their overall is 29, 39, 14 for their final standings. 72 points, 31st overall in the league. Here's a different team, the Colorado Avalanche. They
Yes.
beat Edmonton in a shootout 2-1. Malinsky had the only regulation goal, while Wedgwood was 30 of 31. Nichushkin, Nechus, and McKinnon were their shootout goal scorers. They beat Calgary 3-1. Makar 3 assists. Blackwood 30 of 31, and then they shut out Seattle to finish their season off 2-0. Nichushkin 2 assists. Wedgwood 22 saves. Their top scorer, of course, Nathan McKinnon 53 goals.
Yep.
53 goals led the league this year. That's your
Yes.
Rocket
Rocket
Richard winner.
Richard.
74 assists to go along with that too.
Wow.
Wedgwood is their top goalie. 921 save percentage. Really good save percentage because save percentages have come down considerably this year.
Yeah, and the league save percentage is like 896.
Yeah, so it's like
It's sub
below
900.
900 for the first time in a long time. So
Yeah, which
921 save percentage, real good.
we're gonna see a trend that way
I think so.
because
The we,
shooters are better.
shooters are better. They trimmed down goalie gear a few years ago too, to
Yeah,
help with scoring.
and due to gambling, they are more um, diligent about shots. What counts as a shot?
Oh,
Even
gotcha, gotcha.
if a goalie gloves it, that's not going in. It's not going to be
It's not a
counted as a
shot.
shot.
Yeah. Wedgwood finished the year with a 202 goals against, also very good, and 4 shutouts on the season. Colorado's power play for the year, Clay,
It's bad.
17.1%.
Yeah.
29th. That's below Chicago's.
Yeah,
They're
I a little bit higher than I thought it was going to be. I
That's
thought it
pretty
was
bad.
30th.
It's pretty bad.
Uh,
No, I believe I have the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 32nd power plays in all of my teams. However, Colorado's penalty kill 84.6, number one. Number one
yeah,
penalty kill in the league.
you got 1 and 2 right there.
Yeah, right? 28 and 29 and 1 and 2 respectively. Colorado was 55, 16 and 11, 121 points, first overall in the league, President's Trophy winner.
Yep.
Dallas is up next. They beat Toronto 6-5. Bork a hat trick and an assist in this game. Duchesne 3 assists.
Yeah.
Robertson a goal and an assist. DeSmith 22 of 27. And they beat Buffalo in a shootout 4-3. Hirokin and Lindell had a goal and an assist apiece. Ottinger 21 and 24. Shootout goals from Duchesne and Johnston. Their top scorer on the season, Robertson, 45 goals, 51 assists. Top goalie Ottinger, 899
Yep.
save percentage, so sub 90%. 259 goals against, 4 shutouts. Their power play was 28.4% on the season, good for second place in the league.
Oh
And their
wow. Yeah,
penalty kill,
that tracks.
that tracks for Dallas. Penalty kill 80.3%, 13th, middle of the pack.
Also
50,
kind of tracks.
20, and 12 to is their overall record. 112 points, third overall in the league standings.
Yep.
Minnesota is up next. They lost to St. Louis 6-3. Foligno, goal and an assist. Gustafson 16-21, and then they beat Anaheim 3-2. Fabry, Urov, and Haight had the goals, while Wallstead was 35 of 37. Their top scorer on the year is Kirill Kaprizov, 45 goals, 44 assists, and Wallstead is their top goalie. 915
Yes.
save percentage, 261 goals against with 4 shutouts. Now, Gustafson played more games than Wallstead did. Their numbers weren't terribly different. I believe
No.
Wallstead's save percentage was a bit higher, though. That's why I went with him.
But also, the reason Wallstat got the net game 1, probably because Gustafson said these games don't matter, and down the stretch, and they don't want that attitude.
That's fair. That is
which
fair.
is totally fair.
Minnesota's power play on the year, 26.1%, good for third. 79.2% was their penalty kill, good for 16th. They ended the year at 46, 24, and 12, 104 points, 7th place in the overall standings.
That penalty kill is better than last year.
That is true. Was it last year that there was like 4 historically bad penalty kills for like 3/4 of the year? One of them was Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota, Detroit, the
Vancouver?
Islanders, and the Kings.
Oh no, it was the Kings. That's right. Nashville is up
I
next. They lost to San Jose 3-2. Evangelista had 2 goals, and Ufko had 2 assists, while Noonan was 20 of 22. And then they lost to Anaheim as well 5-4. Stamkos had 2 goals and an assist. Forsberg, Evangelista, and Ufko again had 2 points.
Go.
Saros, 35 of 40. Ufko is like a younger defenseman. I think he played sub 20 games. He had a bunch of points,
Gotcha.
though, so he looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
good for him.
Forsberg is their top scorer on the year, 40 goals, 35 assists, while Saros is their top goalie, 894 save percentage, 316 goals against, zero shutouts for Saros this year, though.
Hmm. I mean, Noonan took last week to get
Yeah.
his first of the season. So
There's a couple of teams that had no shutouts at all this year, four of them.
yeah,
Nashville's power play, 23.1%, good for 11th. That's not bad.
not at all.
81.7% penalty kill, good for 4th. 38, 34, and 10, 86 points, 23rd overall in the standings. No playoffs for them.
Nope.
St. Louis is up next, and they went 3-0 this week. They won all three of their games for some reason. They beat Minnesota 6-3. Snuggerud, a goal and an assist. Hoffer was 28 of 31. They beat Pittsburgh 7-5. Snuggerud, 2 goals and 2 assists. Holloway, 2 goals and an assist. Three other players had 2 points, and Bennington was 18 of 23. And then they beat Utah 5-3. Robert Thomas had a hat trick. Holloway 2 assists. Hoffer 20 of 23. Robert Thomas is their top player, 25 goals, 39 assists in only 64 games. And Hoffer
Yep.
is their top goalie, 909 save percentage, 2.61 goals against, 6 shutouts for Hoffer on the year. Really good.
Good for him.
17.8% is their power play. That's good for 26th in the league. 76.5% on the penalty kill, good for 25th in the league. 37, 33, and 12, 86 points, 22nd place in the overall standings. So they fucked around and got ahead of Nashville in the standings for literally
That's
no
crazy.
reason.
For no reason
Just to
whatsoever.
kind of mess up their draft
Oh,
lottery
draft.
numbers. Utah is up next. They beat Winnipeg 5-3. Schmaltz 2 goals, Cooley a goal and an assist. Vamelka 21 of 24, and then lost to St. Louis 5-3. Uyghur and Keller had 2 assists. Both goalies played this game and were a combined 24 of 28. Keller is their top scorer for the year, 26 goals, 62 assists. And Vamelka is their top goalie, 896 save percentage, 2.75 goals against with 2 shutouts. They were 20.4% on the power play for the year, good for 18th. 77.5% on the penalty kill, good for 20th. 43, 33, and 6, 92 points, 15th place in the overall standings. And our final team in the Central, the Winnipeg Jets. They lost to Vegas 6-2. Velarde and Scheifele each had a goal and an assist, while Hellebuck was 32 of 38. Lost to Utah 5-3. Scheifele and Connor had a goal and an assist in this one, while Velarde had 2 assists. Comrie 31 of 35. And then they lost to San Jose 6-1. Kepke had the only goal en route to signing an extension. Good for him. While
Good for him.
Comrie was 27 of 33. Scheifele had a fantastic season as their top scorer.
Hidden,
Yeah,
like
hidden gem.
he should have been at the Olympics.
He should have been, definitely. I don't know. I
don't
can't believe
necessarily
he
know
wasn't.
who you take off. Oh, Reinhardt.
Yeah, Reinhardt,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Scheifele, 36 goals, 67 assists, 103 points on the year for him. Fantastic year. Hellebuck's their top goalie, 895 save percentage, 2.86 goals against, 0 shutouts as a team. Winnipeg, no
I
shutouts
think
the entire
this-
season.
Wow. I think this is Scheifele's 100 points, the first 100-point season in Jets 2.0.
That sounds correct. I think Scheifele got close the last couple of years.
I think it's the highest. I think he got the highest points in Jets 2.0.
Makes sense. Well, I mean,
Maybe
probably
Solane
not
Thrash-
if you want to
Thrashers
count the
too.
Thrashers, because I'm sure Kovalchuk had 100 points, but
He did not.
he didn't. Oh, that's surprising.
No. He scored a lot of goals, but
Oh, he never had assists.
Solane was the other guy. It was either Solane
But
or Hossa.
Well, Solane was Jets 1.0. So
Oh shoot.
he was on the original Jets. I think he did have 100 points at some point for them
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because he had 60 something goals as a rookie. He might have had 100 points that
Yes.
year. Um,
He had what 69 goals as a
I
rookie?
think that sounds right.
Because
Something in that range.
a Buffalo, he wasn't the only one with the 69 goals that year.
That year, yeah, that was back when goal scoring was bananas, even more so than it is
Um,
now.
but yeah, he he got the Rocket that year and shared it with somebody.
Mm. I believe, he definitely still has the record for goals
Rookie
by a
points.
rookie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Winnipeg was 18.8% on the power play, good for 23rd, and 77.4% on the penalty kill, good for 21st. They're 35, 35, and 12. 82 points, 26th overall in the league standings. And that is the Central Division.
Alrighty. I'm gonna start off with the Atlantic. Boston only had one game this week, and they won it. They beat the Devils 4-0. Swayman 21 for 21. Kesselink 2 goals in this game. Boston finishes the season 45, 27, and 10. They had 100 points, and they are wild card one.
Yes, they are.
Moving on to Buffalo. Buffalo went 1-0-1 this week. You talked about both their games. A 5-1 win against Chicago. Luukkonen in net there. They outshot Chicago 26-16. Thompson 2 goals in that game, but they did give up a shorthanded goal. And then the 3-4 shootout loss against Dallas. Colton Ellis in net because Lyon has been hurt. Um, Zach Benson 1 goal, 1 assist. This week, Buffalo was 0 for 5 on the power play with a shorthanded goal against, and 7 for 8 on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal for. Alex Tuck is their top player this week with 2 goals and 1 assist in those 2 games. Buffalo is 50, 23, and 9, 109 points. Their first division win since 2010.
That's right, baby. Let's go,
09,
Buffalo.
09-10. Division win.
And facing
Um,
Boston in the first round.
Facing Boston in the first round. Moving on to Detroit. Another coach very upset with this team. They're
Should be.
upset with their team. Oh, McClellan said the same exact things.
Yeah, McClellan
Or
and
he's just
Bonus
like, I don't
basically
know.
said the same things, yeah.
Yeah. But McClellan was more defeated because he's already called out this team multiple times during
Yeah,
the
yeah.
year. So like I get it. But yeah, Detroit went 1-0, 1-1 to finish the season. They lose to Tampa in overtime 3-4. Talbot in net, and then they get stomped by Florida 8-1. Um,
Yeah.
both goalies played, both giving up 4 goals.
Whew.
Um, they were over 6 on the power play this week. They were 1 for 2 on the penalty kill this week. They don't have a top player. They finished their season 41, 31, and 10. 92 points. No playoffs.
No playoffs. And
Moving on
now
to a team.
they have the longest streak of not making the playoffs,
They are
correct?
now
Now that
they're the
Buffalo
longest
made the
streak.
playoffs.
10 years.
Ooh, has it been that long?
It's been
Damn.
10 years.
Wow.
I mean, this is the tax for
The
25 straight.
25 straight, yeah.
Also, when they went 25 straight, there were less teams.
Oh, that's true as
So
well. Yeah. Well, for a lot of it, yeah.
for a lot of it, there were less teams.
Yeah.
So
What was it? Was down to it was probably like 26 when it started. There was probably 26 teams
yep,
because there was 4 expansions since then. Two of them,
I
two
believe so.
teams each, and then one, 2 teams each. I think it was
Yeah,
because Minnesota, Columbus, Nashville. No. Yes. Yeah. Nashville. And then I forget what the fourth team was that came in the early 2000s.
Atlanta.
Oh, it was Atlanta. You're right. And
Yeah, it was Atlanta.
those 4 teams, and then obviously Vegas and Seattle since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. Um, moving on to Florida. Florida finished their year by going 2-0. They beat the Rangers 3-2. Tarasov in net. Cole Reinhardt 2 goals in this game. They were outshot by the Rangers 27-16, and they finished the season by kicking the tar out of Detroit 8 to
Yeah.
1. Tarasov in net again. Luke Kunin, 2 goals and assist, and Michael Benning 2 goals in his career debut.
Oh, good for
Um,
him.
I don't know if it was his career debut, but it was his first 2 NHL goals. Um,
Yeah, one of
so
his
still
first
good
games,
for him.
if not his first game. Yeah.
Yes. They were 1 for 2 on the power play this week, 6 for 6 on the penalty kill this week. Cole Reinhardt and Luke Kunin are the top 2 players this week. Cole Reinhardt, 3 goals and 1 assist. Luke Kunin, 2 goals, 2 assists. The
Okay.
Panthers, 40, 38, and 4, 84
84.
points.
Yeah, 84.
Um, 84 points, no playoffs.
No playoffs. Hey, they still got the 40 wins though. That's as injured as they are.
They got the
That's
40
pretty
wins.
impressive.
They didn't have I don't know if they had 60 point scorer this year though. Um,
Mm, that
I
that
know they
doesn't
didn't have
help. That doesn't
I
help.
know they didn't have a 70 point scorer. Like I know that for sure.
Well, not having
So yeah,
Barkov
that
will do
doesn't.
that to you, and not having
Oh
Kachuk for
yeah.
half the year will do that too.
Well, like even then, like the guy who I think they might have a 63 point is their highest,
Gotcha.
and even then he only played like 55 to 60 games. So
That's good season for that guy. Was it
yeah, I mean,
Marchand?
no, it wasn't Martian. It might have been Reinhardt.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Still, either way.
yeah. So yeah, it's a rough season for them. Um, actually, I get it's yeah, Sam Reinhart, 61 points in
61
64
points.
games.
Hey, look, recover. You guys will be back in the hunt next year when Barkov's
There's a
back, and
very good chance.
yeah.
And with McKenna on your team,
Oh,
um,
don't speak that into truth. Oh,
okay.
Gavin McKenna joins the Florida Panthers and scores 50 goals with playing on Barkov's wing.
All right, Montreal went 0-1 this week, losing to Philadelphia 2-4. Um, Dobesh in net, 0 for 3 on the power play, 0 penalty kills. They are 48, 24, and 10, 106 points, third in the division based on regulation wins. They're playing Tampa in the first round.
Yes, sir. Should be an entertaining series, I think.
Absolutely. Ottawa 1-0 this week. They played Toronto and beat them 3-1. Reimer in net, saving 19 of 20 for a 9.5 save percentage. They were 2 for 3 on the power play, 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Claude Giroux to assist, and they outshot Toronto 38-20. They are 44, 27, 11, 99 points. That is your second wild card. They are
Mm-hmm.
playing Carolina in the first round.
Yes, yes.
Tampa Bay went 1-1 this week. They beat Detroit 4-3 in overtime. Kucherov a goal and assist in that game, and then they lose to the Rangers 2-4. Halverson in net. They outshoot the Rangers 31-21. They were 0 for 4 on the power play this week, 5 for 6 on the penalty kill. They don't have a top player. 50, 26, and 6, 106 points, tied with Montreal second in the division on regulation wins. That's your matchup.
That's your matchup.
And we're going to finish the Atlantic. Toronto went 0-2
Good.
because they
Great.
have given up.
Oh yeah.
They forgot for most of this Dallas game where they lost 5-6. um,
They hung in there for that Dallas game at least.
exactly, they forgot they were tanking. Nylander a goal and 2 assists, and then they lose to Ottawa 3-1. Hill to be in nets. On the week, they were 1 for 4 on the power play. They were 3 for 6 on the penalty kill, and
So,
Nylander Yeah, Nylander's their top player, 2 goals, 2 assists. I mean, I'm putting him there because he got 4 points in 2 games, but he was -1.
Eh, I mean, he's on a real bad
Yeah,
team. You know, those goals against might not have been
he's
his fault.
he's part of the problem for this real bad team.
Sure, sure. He's definitely given up.
So yo, absolutely.
Toronto's going to be
But
really interesting. Go ahead, finish up with them
no, you're right. They are going to be really interesting to see what they do. Uh, I don't think it's
because
going to be anything good, personally,
I don't think it will be
because
either. Because like
management's
Matthews
just so
might
out of
not be
touch.
back, Nylander might not be
He
back.
was real non-committal. Uh,
Yeah, so they should theoretically get a lot in a trade for those two guys, but both of them have no move clauses, I assume, so they get to
yeah,
dictate
they
where
have
they
all the
go.
leverage. They have all
They
the leverage.
they were they can be like, Matthews can be like, I only want to go to Dallas or whatever,
Buffalo.
or
Uh,
Buffalo, yeah, or whatever team, right? Um, or Pittsburgh.
uh-huh.
Pittsburgh. Uh,
Arizona.
but then like that ties their hands because then that team will be like, okay, we'll give you a second round pick for him, which is obviously not the correct amount to be trading for. But
If he's trying to go home, that means Vegas.
you shut your fucking mouth. You shut up. I don't think how would they even make that work with the cap? I don't know. He gets paid a lot of money, but
Yeah,
yeah, we've seen stranger
it
shit. I
would
guess they
seem strange.
keep figuring it out. I guess so. I won't say it's impossible for him to go to Vegas, but boy, would that piss
Marner
off
and
most
Matthews
people.
back together.
Oh, and then they win a
Um,
Stanley Cup, and then they win a Stanley Cup in Vegas, and they could just be like middle finger to Toronto the entire time.
absolutely.
Oh man,
Uh, Toronto's 32, 36, 14 for the year, 78 points. No playoffs.
you know what the big
Yeah, bad
mistake
season.
might be is that they seem hell bent on trading Matthew Nyes for some reason too.
Right. Oh my God.
That keeps coming up, and I'm like, he's the guy you shouldn't trade because he's like
You build
23 or
around him.
24. Yeah, he's part of your core moving forward. Matthews, Nylander, Morgan Riley, I get trading them. That like them I understand, but not Matthew Nyes. Why would you trade him?
The core four didn't work. Blow them up.
Get him out of here. You could
Yeah,
keep
and they've
Tavares as
already
like
started.
a veteran presence, I guess. Like his contract is
Yes,
fine now.
his
Uh,
contract is fine now, but he's shown that he can win
yeah,
with a Islanders because he wasn't on the Islanders when they made those 2 Eastern Conference Final runs.
no, but
Um,
he did take them to the playoffs a couple of times. I believe they won a series. I think.
mm,
I think they did.
maybe I don't know.
Um,
I think that's why he left is because they weren't making the playoffs.
well, they made it at least one time while he was there, if I remember correctly. But in either direction. But like trading Matthew Nyes, that's gonna be the
That's your dumb move.
big stupid move because you trade him as young as he is to somewhere else,
With as good as he
and
is,
then he explodes into like a superstar. Then you just look like idiots, you know.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, this is the curse of Harold Ballard. They
Yeah,
deserve this for
they do.
at least another decade. Um,
At least
Look,
another decade.
your owner's running a pedophile ring in your arena. You deserve this.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough. I forgot about that part of it. Yeah, you're right. Oh boy. Let's go. Let's talk about the Metro now. Let's talk about the Metro.
That's
All right, Carolina lost to Philadelphia in a shootout, as Clay mentioned before, ruining Washington's hopes and dreams,
and Columbus's
and
and
Columbus's,
Columbus's.
and Columbus's as well. Ehlers had a goal and an assist in that game. Bussy 21 of 23, but then Brindamore was just like, you know what? I don't give a shit about this game, and then put out a really terrible shootout
Mm,
roster.
so
They
bad.
were sitting like a lot of their big players, like
Oh,
they were
absolutely.
sitting. I don't think Aho, Svechnikov, Jarvis weren't playing. I don't think Gostisbehere was playing. So it was most of their like top dudes were not playing other than Ehlers. I don't know
Yep.
why. I guess Ehlers just short straw pulled to play in that game, but
Hmm.
but hey, you know what? They beat the Islanders 2-1 to finish their season. Ehlers and Janikowski had the goals in that game, while Bussy was 29 of 30, 24.9% on the power play, fourth in the league. That's pretty good for Carolina. I feel like their power
Yeah,
play is usually middling, in recent years
middling
anyway.
to
Because
above average.
middling to above average, it's not bad, but it's not like
It's never been like
top
elite like
five is
this,
like,
but
yeah, top five is not usually where they are. And then 80.6% on the penalty kill, good for 10th, very respectable.
tracks, tracks.
53, 22, and 7, 113 points, second place in the overall standings, number one in the Eastern Conference. Aho is their top scorer on the year with 27 goals and 53 assists. And Bussy, I'm going to say, is their top goalie of the year.
Yeah,
894 save percentage, 2.47 goals against, two shutouts. But not their game one playoff starter, though.
not their game one.
Interesting.
I
Cool.
mean, I don't disagree,
I
and the
yeah,
results
I
speak for it.
I just think it's interesting. I don't think it's necessarily the wrong decision, but it is what it is. We'll get to that game in a sec.
But also,
Columbus.
like, Bussy stepped up when all both other
True.
goalies were out.
True.
So like, he deserves to be ranked as their top goalie
Yeah.
because he kept them afloat.
He did keep them afloat. Columbus played one game, lost to Washington 2-1. Boone Jenner had the only goal. Jet Greaves 19 of 21, and Bussy and Jet Greaves, I would say those are your goalies moving forward for those two teams
I was
into
talking
the
about Jet
future.
Greaves last year. Thank you very much.
No, you were no,
Um,
but this year made it official that
yeah,
he took that net. He's the starter
he
there
from
from
took it from
Merzlikins.
Merzlikins.
Yeah, Werenski
Oh,
is
bonus
their
hit the
top.
words for Merzlikins
Yes,
too.
yes, he did. Werenski was their
I forgot
top
about that.
scorer on the year. 22 goals, 59 assists. Fantastic season for Werenski. Maybe winning the Norris this year. I think he should be one of
Yeah,
the finalists at the very least. And Jack Reeves.
I mean it should be him or Sider.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I saw
Yeah.
I saw some analytics on Moritz Seider, and he was like real high up
Oh,
there,
he's
both
been so
offense
good
and
this year.
defense. He had a great season. Jack Reeves is Columbus's top goalie, excuse me. 908 save percentage, 2.60 goals against, two shutouts, and that is their starter moving forward, certainly. 19.5% on the power play, good for 21st. A exactly 76% on the penalty kill, good for 27th. Stinky.
Mm.
40,
Ooh.
30, and 12, 92 points, 17th overall in the standings. Yes, Rick Bonus said, "Hey Merzlikins, if you want to be the starter, why don't you show up in shape to to training camp next year, and then we'll see."
God
Damn,
damn.
shots fired. God damn. All right, the Devils are up next. They lost to Boston in their only game of the week, 4-0. Nico Dawes played this game. Nico Dawes played, I think, the last like few games for the Devils. 22 of 26 in this one. Jack Hughes is their top scorer of the year, 27 goals, 50 assists in only 61 games. And Jake Allen is their top goalie. You would think it'd be Markstrom. Nope. Jake Allen,
No,
903 save percentage, 2.74 goals against, and a shutout. Now,
not
something
not
that the
how Marstrom likes to give up the first goal.
yeah, something that they're gonna have to figure out, I think, is that both Allen and Markstrom are both 35. Something's got
Yeah,
to
they are.
give here eventually. Nico Dawes is
Hmm.
a fine goalie. I think he could at least be the backup, and he's significantly
Hmm.
younger. You got to give him a chance. I don't think you
Absolutely.
can roll with two 35-year-old goalies again, in my
No.
opinion. The Devils, 22.2% on the power play, good for 13th. 78.7 on the penalty kill, good for 17th. 42, 37, and 3. 87 points, 21st in the league were the Devils. No playoffs for them, though. The Islanders are up next. They only played one game, lost to Carolina 2-1. Horvat, the only goal. Rittich, 19 of 21. Barzell is their top scorer of the year, 19 goals, 53 assists. And Sorokin is obviously their top goalie, should win Vesna, in my opinion. 906 save percentage, 2.68 goals against, 7 shutouts on the year. They were
Yeah.
16.5% on the power play. That is 30th in the league. 80.8% on the penalty kill. Good for ninth. 91 points, or I'm sorry, 43, 34, and 5, 91 points, 19th overall in the standings.
That's so much better than the past 2 years with penalty kill.
Yes.
For
Oh,
like
yes.
that's outstanding.
I mean, power play, same. Same as it has been the last couple of years. But
Yeah,
yeah, what was
if
that?
not worse.
The year
Um,
2 years ago, they made the playoffs while having both the worst power play and the worst penalty kill. They somehow
yeah,
stuck into the playoffs and they got smoked in the first round.
yep.
Ah, boy. Oh, the Islanders. We'll see if they regress next year or if Schaefer and Sorokin can keep them close to the
Right.
playoffs again next year. The Rangers are up next. They they lost to Florida 3-2. Perot and Robertson had goals in that game. Johnny Quick in his last game was 13 of 16. And then they beat Tampa Bay 4-2. Cartier had 2 goals and an assist. Zibanejad had a goal and an assist. Miller 2 assists, and Garand 29 of 31. I guess they were like, Shesterkin doesn't have to play these last 2 games.
Did did they pick Cartier up on waivers?
I
I
think
forgot.
so. I believe
Yeah.
so.
So,
Yeah. Mika Zibanejad is their top scorer. He had a pretty good year, honestly. In a On a bad season for the Rangers, he had a solid bounce back year, going 34
he
goals,
definitely
44
turned it.
assists.
I think he definitely turned it around in the back half of the year.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah. No,
going to the
definitely.
Olympics
He had
really
a
helped.
better second half of
He
the year.
started slow, but like the
But
entire team
hey, he
did.
ended up with
Um,
34 goals. I mean, that's not. He played REA. They might be able to trade him after this season, maybe.
I think
I
possibly,
think
but
it's
also
possible. They would have to
this is
take
now
like not high value for him, but
this is now they had a full year of Sullivan,
yeah,
a full year of figuring out the new system. They should be better next.
you
And
would think
again,
so.
how they
It
well
depends on
also
what they
how
do
they
in the
looked
off season as well. They started to look
how they
better
looked in
towards
the
the end
back
of the
half.
year. Yeah,
Yeah, that back quarter of the season they looked very good,
they started to look better.
and
Yeah,
it's annoying.
yeah, yeah. It is. Shesterkin obviously is their top goalie. 912 save percentage, 2.5 goals against, and one single shutout for him. Their power play was 24.9%, good for fifth, by far the highest of non-playoff
Wow,
teams.
good for them.
79.9 on the penalty kill, 15th. That's not bad, middle of the pack. 34,
That's not bad.
39, and 9, 77 points, 30th place overall in the standings. Boy, it really would have been funny if they had kept their
30th
draft pick.
place overall.
hmm it really would have been funny if they had kept their draft pick last year, and the Penguins would have gotten this draft pick. That would have been so
Oh
funny to me.
yeah.
Uh, but we'll see. 30th place overall, I believe, unless I made a typo, unless I read it wrong.
No, 29th.
29th. Oh, excuse me, excuse me. All right, Philly is up next.
I I don't know why I thought they'd be better than that, but here we
I mean,
are.
77. Yeah, I mean, it's just because like the last place team is Vancouver and they're awful,
It's
so everybody
yeah.
else looks significantly better comparatively. But I
Actually, I why are they listed on here as 29th? They should be 30th
where are you looking? Because I wrote these. Well, I did this yesterday.
because they're tied with Calgary, but Calgary has more regulation wins, so therefore they should
They
be.
should be 30th then.
But Calgary and the Rangers have the same record of 34, 39, and 9.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, NHL.com. I love that you bury the standings tab once we get to the
It's
playoffs.
absolutely.
It's so annoying. All right, I don't care.
But
29th or 30th.
Calgary has 20. Yeah, Calgary has 27 regulation wins. New York Rangers have 25. New
Then
York
yes, the
Rangers have
Rangers are 30th then.
yeah, but the Rangers have more regulation and overtime wins than Calgary.
I think whatever standings you're looking at must be confused for like the
It's
calculation
got to
must
be
be
confused.
confused for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, Philly is up next. They won both of their games this week, beating Carolina in a shootout 3-2, which locked them into a playoff spot. Mishkov and Zagres both scored goals in this game, while Vladar was 24 of 26, and Forrester scored the only shootout goal. And then they beat
Yep.
Montreal 4-2. Mishkov goal, 2 assists. Martone and Bonk each had a goal and an assist, while Erson was 27 of 29. Konechny is their top player or is their top scorer by, I believe, 1 point, with 27 goals, 41 assists. I believe 1 point ahead of Zagres.
Yeah.
Vlader.
Right.
Vladar is their
Vladar.
top goalie. Excuse me, 906 save percentage, 2.42 goals against, 0 shutouts. I think this is another team that Philly just did not have shutouts for
No,
this
they
year.
didn't have a shutout for. It makes sense.
16.1% on the power play. 16.1. 32nd in the league. Dead last.
I mean, this tracks from last year too,
Yeah.
because last year their penalty kill was more dangerous than their power play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically you're correct, but their penalty kill this year was 77.1, which is 23rd. I don't know what their adjusted
Yeah.
is. They might have had a bunch of shorthanded goals to go along with it, but that's also not great.
Well, last year was Tortorella.
True, true. Phillies overall record 43, 27, and 12, 98 points, 11th place in the overall standings, tied with the Penguins. They're playoff competitors, but the Penguins have more regulation wins. And they're next. Pittsburgh lost their last game of the year because they just weren't. Pittsburgh really did not care about these last 3 games. They sat
No, they did
a
not.
bunch of players.
Multiple guys.
I don't know if it's going to affect their playoff performance, not having any momentum going in, but it is what it is. They lost to St. Louis 7-5. 3 players had 2 points for the Penguins. Both goalies played and were collected 24 of 30. Crosby, of course, is their top player. 29 goals,
Yep.
45 assists on the year. I think that was I didn't write it down, but that was in like 68 games or something like that.
I think.
Because
Yep.
he missed a chunk of games after the
Missed some time.
Olympics. And then Stuart Skinner is their top goalie, even though Shelov's played more games. 885 save percentage, 2.99 goals against, 0 shutouts. For Skinner, Pittsburgh was 24.6% on the power play, 7th place overall, and 81.2% on the penalty kill, 6th place overall.
Yep.
41, 25, and 16, 98 points, 10th place in the overall standings. And last but not least, because Vancouver is the least, the Washington Capitals.
Yep. Vancouver is pleased. Yep.
They beat Columbus 2-1. Bouvillier and Chikrin had the goals. Stevenson, 27 of 28. Ovechkin is their top scorer for the year. 32 goals, 32 assists. Thompson is their top goalie, and I think at least should be one of the finalists for the Vezina. 912 save percentage, 2.44 goals against, 4 shutouts. The finalists have not come out yet. They should come out, I think, sometime in the first round.
Like we're for Vezina, the problem for Sorokin is this last month.
Yeah, it has not been great for him. Yeah. Well, the team in front of him basically crumbled to pieces.
Oh yeah, so I think we're looking at Sorokin, Swayman, Thompson.
I think Swayman. I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
All 3 of those guys definitely deserve it. Let me just look really quick.
And from there, I don't know who wins it.
I think probably still Sorokin, but you're right that this last month has hurt him. The finalists should be announced, I think, in the next couple of weeks. It's usually right at the beginning of the playoffs. But we shall see. Washington, 18.2% on the power play, 25th overall. Not great.
It's been bad.
Yeah, 79.9% on the penalty kill, 14th. That's okay.
Yeah.
43, 20, and 9, 95 points, 12th place overall in the standings. Just missed the playoffs.
Just missed.
They almost
made
adjusted
power play, even worse.
I bet. I'm sure the Penguins is as well.
I know. Washington gave up a bunch of shorthanded goals.
So did the Penguins gave up so many shorthanded goals this year. All right, take us through our last division, and then let's talk about the game ones.
All right, we're talking Pacific, starting with Anaheim, 1-1. They lose to Minnesota to start the week. Mason McTavish or Minnesota 2-3. McTavish scored both goals in this game. They outshot Minnesota 37-20. Then they beat Nashville 5-4 to clinch their spot in the playoffs. Granlund 3 assists, and they outshot Nashville 40-21. They were 2 for 9 on the power play this week, 2 for 4 on the penalty kill this week. Granlund is their top player this week with 4 assists. They were 43, 33, and 6, 92 points. Third in the division.
Yep. They're in like the bottom half of the standings overall, I
Yes,
believe.
they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. But I mean, there's 4 teams tied with 92 points.
Okay.
Utah, Detroit, Anaheim, and Columbus
Oh
all
right,
had 92
Utah.
points,
Utah
and
also
half
had
of them are
92.
going to the playoffs.
So crazy. It's so wild to look at the Eastern Conference. It feels like it flips every year, right? Like one of the two
If
conferences
not
is like,
every year,
if
then
not
like
every
every
year,
other
yeah,
year. Because remember, last year Calgary missed the playoffs with 96 points.
yeah, yeah,
They
and
were the
that's
last one
crazy.
out.
And then this year they would have won the division.
First one's out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they would have won the
yeah,
division.
they
Ay,
would
ay,
have won
ay.
the division.
There's always that one
Speaking of
division every year that's like, boy, you guys are bad. Last year it was the Metropolitan Division, right? Like,
yeah, it
other
was.
than like Carolina, everyone else was just
It
kind of
was
like
bad.
not good.
Um, no, other than Washington because they
Oh,
were
you're right.
second
It
in the
was
league,
Washington and Carolina were the two that were like, they're okay. Everyone else kind of sucks.
and then everyone else kind of sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah. Speaking of Calgary, they went 1-1 this week. They lose to Colorado 3-1, like you said, and then they beat the Kings 3-1 to finish the season. Sergeev in net, and Park scored the go ahead goal, or yeah, game winning goal. They were 1 for 5 on the power play this week, 6 for 6 on the penalty kill. Also, look up Parek's goal against
it's
the
good.
Kings. It's so good.
Okay.
It shouldn't be done by a
Every
defenseman.
once in a while, you get one of those defensive goals, like not from the guys you're thinking of, just from some other
Yeah,
guy that's like pretty as hell.
he put Trevor Moore in a blender. Oh, like twice. He just abused him. Calgary's 34, 39, and 9, 77 points. No playoffs for them. Moving on to Edmonton. Edmonton went 1-0-1. They lose to Colorado in a shootout 2-1. Ingram in net. And then they beat Vancouver 6-1 to finish the season, out shooting Vancouver 35-17. Matthew Savoy a hat trick in this game. Ingram in net again. They were 2 for 6 on the power play this week, 5 for 5 on the penalty kill. McDavid is, of course, their top player this week. 1 goal, 4 assists, and he is officially your Art Ross winner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of is he the fourth player to win 6 Art Rosses?
Probably something like that with Gretzky and I don't know how
Gretzky,
many.
Lemieux.
I don't know how many Lemieux
I
has,
don't think I don't think Lemieux had 6.
but
But
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
6 Art Rosses,
Uh,
0 Stanley Cups.
hey, it's not his fault they can't
No,
build
it's
a
not
team
his fault.
around
It's absolutely not his fault.
it. Edmonton is 41, 30, and 11, 93 points, second in the division, playing Anaheim. The Kings went 1-1-1 this week. They beat Seattle 5-3. Quinton Byfield 2 goals in this game. They lose to Vancouver in overtime 3-4. And then they lose to Calgary 3-1. They were 1 for 6 on the power play this week, 3 for 5 on the penalty kill this week. Quinton Byfield and Alex Laferriere are their co-top players. Byfield 4 goals, 1 assist. Laferriere 2 goals, 3 assists. They are 35, 27, and 20. There's your
Jesus.
record.
Yeah.
90 points.
20.
Your wild card 2,
Yes, sir.
uh, playing Colorado.
Playing Colorado.
Moving on to San Jose. San Jose finished their season by going 2-1. They kept their playoff hopes alive for a couple of hours when they beat Nashville 3-2. Djokovic in net there, 9 save percentage. Celebrity had 2 goals in that game. They were later eliminated that night. Someone else won. Um, then they lose to Chicago 5-2. Askarov in net, and then they beat Winnipeg 6-1. Nedeljkovic in net, celebrating a goal and 2 assists, passing Joe Thornton for 115 points on the season.
Damn, what a good
Number
season
one
for celebrating. God
overall
damn.
points of the season for celebrating.
Could you imagine if they had won the draft lottery last year and they got Schaefer? Would have been
Oh,
dirty as fuck. That's what I wanted. I wanted that to happen. If it wasn't,
bang bang.
I mean, if the
Hey,
Penguins had won, obviously I would have been happy. But like other than them,
whoever
I'd be like,
wins, whoever gets DuPont next year.
he's supposed to be good. Yeah,
Oh, he looks just as
he's
good as
supposed to be
Schaefer,
real
which is
good.
disgusting. Um,
We'll see. We'll see what happens this year. I'm sure whoever wins the draft lottery, it's gonna piss somebody off. The only team I
no,
think that wouldn't make anybody mad is like Vancouver because they're last. But if Chicago
I mean,
wins it, people are gonna be pissed.
it might piss off a bunch of people because they can't develop talent.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
If Florida wins it,
Uh,
if Florida wins the draft lottery, the league might burn down.
There, eh, yeah, maybe,
Maybe.
but that's just
Maybe.
sour grapes. That's just sour
Yeah,
grapes, in
no,
my
it is.
opinion.
It's just jealousy at that point because they have two cups and now they got a
Yeah,
potentially
McKenna.
generational player.
Um, I doubt that. I think McKenna's gonna. It's a good chance he becomes a superstar. I'm not saying generational
I that's why I said
for him.
potential. I don't know.
Yeah,
He didn't really look
like
that great in the NCAA this year. He looked okay.
no, like Celebrini looks like the first generational player since
True, since
McDavid.
McDavid. Yeah, yeah. Even
Yeah,
Bedard, I think, is probably a step down from Celebrini. And Bedard is very
yeah.
good. Like, don't get us wrong,
Oh, he's a
but
superstar.
yeah.
Um, but
But Celebrini
what
looks like
Celebrini
he,
did this year, last year, and at the Olympics,
yeah.
like
The kid's good.
this is the
The kid's good.
this is the next coming of Sidney Crosby, which
Oh
is
yeah.
the league's in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Um,
At least everybody in the Pacific's in trouble once that team gets like set up around him. Because he
mhm.
has other good young players around him in Eklund and Will Smith.
Will Smith,
They just need defense. They don't have
they just need
their
defense,
defense kind of sucks.
and they have, and if Askarov takes that next step,
Hmm.
Nedeljkovic keeps doing what he's doing. Nedeljkovic played very well this year.
Could be a
All
playoff
right,
team next year. We'll see.
they could absolutely 3 for 7 on the power play this week, 7 for 7 on the penalty kill. They are 39, 35, and 86 points. No playoffs.
No playoffs. Close though. Better season than a lot of people
Close.
pegged them for.
Um, this Seattle started the season. They were in the hunt for a while, but it
Yeah.
just didn't work
Yeah.
out. They were they lose to LA 3-5. Coco in net. And remember, Decord, Grubauer, and Murray all out,
All
so
injured.
they're on their
Yeah.
fifth and their fourth and their fifth goalies who both played.
Jesus.
Um,
Thank God they didn't make the playoffs then.
yeah. Then they lose to Vegas 4-1. Coco in net there, and then they lose to Colorado 2-0. Osman in net with a 9.43 save percentage. But they got outshot 35-22. They were 0 for 2 on the power play this week. They only had 2 power plays in the Colorado game.
Oh wow.
That's it. Yeah.
2 in
And
3
then
games is crazy.
7 for 8 on the penalty kill. This week, they don't have a top player. 34, 37, 11, 79 points. No playoffs.
No playoffs.
Another team with no playoffs is Vancouver, who went 1-1, beating LA 4-3 in overtime. DeBrusque 2 goals in this game. And then they lose to Edmonton 6-1. They were 1 for 3 on the power play this week, 3 for 5 on the penalty kill. No top player, 25, 49, and 8, 58 points. Your worst team in the league this
Oh
year.
yeah.
And
By a large margin.
I don't think you can get worse. Uh,
I don't think so. It should be
it's a
only
hard
up from
ask.
here,
Yeah,
but
it should only be up, but we'll freaking
we'll
see.
see what you guys do in the off season.
All right, next up is finally, we're gonna wrap up with Vegas, who went 2-0 to finish the season. Um, I believe. Oh, I can't spell. Vegas. Vegas went 7-0-3 in their last 3 games. Or last 10 games. So
Damn.
Tortorella.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, 6-2 win against Winnipeg. Eichel a goal and 3 assists, outshooting Winnipeg 38-23, and then the 4-1 win against Seattle. Cole Smith 2 goals and 1 assist. 2 for 9 on the power play this week. 2 for 9. Oof.
Whew.
2 games. Um,
That's a
9 power
lot
plays,
power
two
plays.
games.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It, that's Winnipeg's fault for having 7. And then
True.
4 for 5 on the penalty kill with a shorthanded goal. 4. Jack Eichel is their top player this year. Jesus Christ, you got in my head.
Sorry.
This week,
I should
one
have told
goal,
you what I was
5
doing, I
assists.
guess.
I mean, we do this
We do it all the time.
We do it live.
Yeah, we do.
Fucking
we do it live.
1 goal, 5 assists this week. 39, 26, 17, 95 points. That's your division
That's your division winner.
Playing Utah.
Playing Utah. All right. Speaking of playoff matchups, Clay, let's get into it with these predictions.
Yeah,
okay.
What did I text you? Shoot.
Do you want me to just pull it up?
No, I can pull it up.
Okay. Well, I wrote mine down, so I'll go through the East while you find yours.
I found it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start with the East. I got Buffalo in 7. I'm feeling Buffalo.
I got Buffalo in 6.
I'm feeling Buffalo a victory there, so don't make us look stupid, Buffalo. Carolina in 6.
I say it's in 6.
You said you got it lower.
I got Carolina in 5.
We'll see. We did these before the game ones were played. We promise.
We did as soon as they were locked
I
in.
might have changed the Carolina one if I had watched that first game. I got Tampa. I got Tampa at 7. Excuse me.
I texted you Wednesday.
You did, yes.
Wednesday.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I answered you.
Yeah, you did. I have Montreal in 6.
I see. The thing is that one's really tough for me because Tampa's defense is gonna crumble at some point. It's just not very good. Now, but like, does their playoff experience, the vast amount of playoff experience they have, can that overcome Montreal? But Montreal has playoff experience now from last year.
They do too.
So
and very quietly, Suzuki has 100 points.
Yeah.
And could win the Selkie.
That would be insane.
Suzuki could wipe out that top line.
You're right. You're right. So that was a hard one for me. That's why I went Tampa in 7. Once you get to Game 7, anything can happen.
It's a coin flip.
Yeah, it's
basically.
a coin flip. So you said Montreal in 7, right?
I said Montreal in 6.
You said Montreal in 6. Excuse me.
We'll see. 7.
We'll see. And then finally, I got Pittsburgh in 6. I believe you said the same thing.
I did say the same thing.
After rage baiting me or trying to rage bait me first thing in the morning.
Just in the middle, because I type out 7 games, and then in the middle of that I just say Philly in 4.
No, I saw it immediately. I was like, that's some good rage bait at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Appreciate it. 6:30 actually.
6:30. Excuse me, 6:30. Even earlier. But then
I say Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think this will be a tight series, but I think Pittsburgh's overall skill will overcome Philadelphia eventually. Yeah. Might go to 7. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. All right, let's go to the West.
It's the playoffs.
It's the playoffs. Yeah. And especially between two teams that fucking hate each other, right? In Pittsburgh and Philly. Same thing in Buffalo and Boston. I don't know how much Boston hates Buffalo, but I'm sure Buffalo hates Boston.
Again, I just love that the entire East, and it doesn't matter what matchup.
They just hate each other. Yeah.
It's going to be so toxic.
The Eastern Conference,
the players, but the fans too. The fans are just.
The Eastern Conference is where most of the oldest teams are too, so they have decades of hate between all of these teams. Like not just Philly and Pittsburgh, but like Pittsburgh and Carolina don't like each other very much either from many matchups. Well,
No,
not many, but a couple of matchups in the playoffs before. Everybody hates Boston. Everybody hates Philly, right? Unless you're a fan of that team. Everybody
yeah,
hates Tampa Bay. Probably
right.
not as many
Because
people
like,
hate a lot of teams hate Montreal, not for
a
recency,
lot of
but
teams,
like just for past.
right?
Probably not a lot of teams hate Buffalo and Carolina, but and Ottawa. Well, the
Right.
Montreal, Buffalo, and Boston, I'm sure hate Ottawa. And Carolina, you know what?
Yeah.
Carolina probably hates Ottawa at this point too, after one game.
Yep.
All right, let's move to the West, though. I got Colorado in 4.
Yep. I said them Colorado in 5.
I might.
I
This
don't.
was one of the other ones. Like I actually might have changed that after game one, but
I just
I think
after
Colorado's
game
still
one,
going
I
to
might
win. I think I just would have maybe
after
given LA
game
one game.
after game one. I don't know because they weren't like, yeah, it was a close game, but was LA really able to generate any offense?
That's a good point. Hey, they scored 1 goal, but we'll get to
Yeah.
that in a second. I got Minnesota in 7. I think the injury
See, I
to Rope Hintz, and I don't believe that Heiskanen is at full health either.
oh, of
I think
course he's not.
Minnesota is going to overcome Dallas.
I forgot about that. I said Dallas in 7, and this is the one that I picked. This is the one where I'm
I
just
think
like,
this one's a toss up
I don't
too.
know about
I
this
think this
one.
one's a
Yeah,
toss up. Even with those injuries, I
I
think
don't.
it's still a toss up.
I don't trust Dallas with how like Dallas's history. Sure, they have a different coach this year, but I don't trust them.
Yeah.
I don't trust Minnesota either because of
No.
Minnesota's entire history.
Well, there's
So
some teams in the playoffs like not. Let's not even talk about the Pacific teams, right? We'll leave them out of this conversation. But there's some teams in the Eastern playoffs that I think are fraudulent to a certain extent. Like Philly
yeah,
has 10 shootout wins on the year. Maybe they can beat Pittsburgh in the first round. Past that, no fucking way are they going to win a series.
they're not. They're not getting past
If they get
Carolina.
Carolina in the second round,
They're not getting
honestly,
past
if
Carolina.
Pittsburgh or Philly get Carolina in the second round, Carolina's going to win. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Um, but like Boston is also kind of fraudulent too. If they feel
They can't
fraudulent,
this entire season. I am like
you
they
said
can't
it a
keep getting
couple of
away with it.
times. Yeah,
They can't keep getting away with it, and they got away with it for 100 points. But they
yeah,
only have 33 regulation wins.
yeah. Philly only has like 26 regulation wins out of their
Right.
40 or 43 or whatever they got. Uh,
27 out of 43. You were
27 out
correct.
of 43. That's insanity. Like, yeah, maybe they
Hmm.
can win in a game in like legit overtime. 10 shootout wins, that's not going to cut it in the playoffs. There's no shootouts in the playoffs. That doesn't matter,
No,
right?
there's not.
They got you here, but like you can't rely on that.
Well, it's the same
Um,
with Vegas
so yeah, it's the same with Vegas
because
too. All right, let's talk about Vegas. I got Utah in 7. What are you feeling?
I have Vegas in 7. I have Vegas in the series. This one, I
It's like did the
think
big
I was.
guns finally wake up in Vegas? Like do Marner,
I think I was
Eichel.
generous. Um, in giving 7 games.
Okay.
That one I have Vegas. It was how many games that I didn't know.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm giving it 7.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see. And finally, I'm picking with my heart here. Anaheim in 7.
I have Edmonton in. Shoot, I have to scroll far down for that.
In my mind, I think Edmonton will probably win, but I think it
I
would
said
be.
Edmonton. I said Edmonton in 5.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe that might be.
this one I don't necessarily feel good about this one either. Um,
I think Edmonton will probably
because
overcome Anaheim, but I would love to see these young guns of Anaheim make it to the second round. And Edmonton's
oh,
Edmonton's depth is
absolutely
garbage. So
garbage.
once you get past
I
Draisaitl and McDavid, they got nothing.
I don't.
And Bouchard.
I'm no, even Bouchard. Bouchard is great putting up points, but
He's a hole defensively though.
I wouldn't even say he's a whole. He's actually been pretty decent, but when he makes mistakes, he makes mistakes.
Yeah, they're bad. They're
Um,
noticeable.
they're bad.
And
Uh,
like apologies to Oilers fans. you have Tristan Jari in that too. I don't know if he's starting,
Exactly.
but he has
Dostal
a
is
very
Ingram.
bad
Ingram's
playoff
starting.
record.
Ingram is starting, but
Oh, okay.
Dostal is better
I
than
would
Ingram.
I would. Oh, definitely. Anaheim definitely has the plus in net. Everything else, I don't know, might
But
be equal,
the
right?
problem is,
But
it's kind of a wash defensively, like,
yeah,
which isn't good for either team.
nope, nope. We'll see. I mean, I feel like Edmonton will probably win, but I would love if Anaheim won.
Yeah, again. I say Edmonton in 5. It could be Anaheim in 6. It could be Anaheim in 7.
Yeah,
Who
this is kind of a
really knows?
volatile series. I have
I
no
don't.
idea.
Yeah, I got
No
no
clue.
idea.
All right, let's get to some game ones.
All right,
I'll start us off
you have
because
more game ones,
I
so
do. I have 4 game ones, and also I had like the first few as well, just like like in canonical order.
yep.
Carolina and Ottawa was the very first playoff game that kicked us off, and Carolina won 2-0 in this game. I
Uh,
only saw about
how did the playoffs kick off?
with a
The
fight between
playoffs,
Kachuk
the
and
playoffs.
who did Kachuk fight?
Jordan Stahl,
Jordan Stahl. Yeah, fight
who
right
rocked
away.
him
Fight right away. 3 seconds into the game, which seems like a crazy thing to start out with,
on the
but
drop,
uh,
and Jesus Christ, can Jordan Stahl throw hands?
oh, I mean Jordan Stahl's huge too.
He's a
He's a big,
massive
he's a
man.
big man. All the Stahl brothers were big dudes,
Hmm.
and he's got like they're farm boys as well. So you know those haymakers hurt. You know there's a lot of power behind them.
Oh, he dropped Kachuk with like one punch, like
You
two
love to see
punches.
it. You love to see a
Um,
Kachuk get dropped in one punch.
and also, if you're Carolina, you're taking Kachuk off of
Yeah,
the ice for first 5 minutes of the game. What are
one
you
of
doing?
yeah. So
You
like, I
dumb
don't know
idiot.
why Kachuk is doing that either. He's the
I
captain of the
understand
team.
you're trying to set the tone. Not you, dog.
Not you.
Uh,
Maybe somebody else. You're one of their better players and the captain. Like,
mm-hmm.
and then you fought their captain, sure, but you
Sure.
lost.
You you lost, and now you're not playing for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and
And
then
Stahl and Jordan Stahl is a depth piece on that team.
yeah, at this point in his career, yeah, absolutely.
You didn't take Svechnikov off the ice. You
Mm-mm.
didn't take Aho or
Aho or
Jarvis. You took
Jarvis, yeah.
Jordan
No,
Stahl.
you took Jordan Stahl
Uh,
off. So I only watched about half this game because it started while I was still at work.
yeah, I didn't get a
But
chance to watch any of
from
this game.
what I saw, I thought Carolina had the control of this game mostly. The
I think
shots
Omar
were,
played very well.
yeah, Allmark did play really well. The shots were 29-22 in favor of Carolina. Ottawa had the edge in faceoffs, 56.4% to 43.6%. Carolina out hit Ottawa 57 to
Which
39,
is
which is
wild.
crazy. And then block shots were fairly even, 14 to 11 in favor of Ottawa. Both teams were no power play goals between the two teams. Carolina 0 for 5, Ottawa 0 for 4. Stankoven and Hall each had a goal and an assist for Carolina, while Blake 2 assists. Anderson gets the start, 22 saves for the shutout. Like I said before, little questionable that Bussy's not starting, but I guess I get it. Anderson's a very good veteran, not defenseman, goalie at this point. And hey, he got made
He's
22 saves and got a shutout, so I
he's your
can't
he's
really
your
challenge it.
veteran. He's your veteran. He has playoff experience,
Yeah,
and
a lot
he's
of it.
rested.
Yeah, that's true. Um,
Um,
on the
and
on
I think
the go-
that's the big problem with Anderson, especially at this point of his career, is he'll get tired easily.
yeah,
So I don't know if they'll alternate Bussy and Anderson, but
I don't know. We'll see. I wouldn't. If it was me, I would probably ride one goalie until they have a very bad game. Alternating seems odd, but I guess I could see them do it
I
with
think
this
we're starting
tandem.
to.
With this tandem
I think we might be starting to move um,
towards more
slowly,
tandems in the playoffs.
but yeah, more like treating your goalies as relief pitchers.
Yeah, I mean They kind of are. At least if you don't
Yeah,
have like a superstar goaltender like Shesterkin or Hellebuck, right?
right.
It,
Which are
we're
rarer and
moving way
rarer.
more. We're moving way more towards goalie tandems almost having equal starts a lot of the times,
Hmm.
right? Because like Jake Allen and Markstrom in on the Devils, I think had almost equal starts. A
Yeah,
lot of teams are just
Lion and
doing that now.
Luukkonen got real close.
The only teams
Um,
where like their number one goalie played the majority of the season were like the New York teams and Winnipeg and stuff like that,
and Tampa.
and Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Allmark played pretty well in this game. Let me just finish off this. He went
yeah, yeah.
27 of 29, so he played well. He kept them in this game because, from what I saw, Carolina had a ton of chances to score, and he just kept
And
them out of the net.
you can argue when Boston lost in the first round of their President's Trophy win, like President's Trophy season,
Hmm.
they should have switched to Swayman. Allmark was clearly hurt, but
Yeah,
Montgomery just kept playing
yeah.
Allmark.
Maybe part of the reason why Montgomery got the boot a year or two later.
Yeah,
All right, you want me to keep going, or you want to do one of yours?
I'll go.
Okay.
Um, this is the next day, Sunday. This
Hmm.
is the first Sunday game, Montreal versus Tampa Bay.
Ooh, it was a good one.
Oh my god, it was awesome. Montreal takes game one, 4-2-3 in overtime.
Hmm.
Uh, Slavkovsky had a hat trick, scores the overtime game winner.
He scored the last three for Montreal, even.
Yes, he did. Um, Josh Anderson opened the scoring in the first period, only goal in the first period. Um, Tampa Bay might see Josh Anderson in their nightmares because he had a bunch of goals while he was on Columbus
Oh yeah.
in 2019.
And
Um,
he did well. He kind of scored a second
he's
goal, but
he
it
scored a
was a high
second. It got
stick that
pulled
got
back
called
for a
off.
high
Yeah,
stick. It was clearly a high
it was
stick.
clear. Oh yeah, there was no question about it that it was a high stick.
That would have been 2-0, but
Yes.
got pulled back. Darren Radish scores the tying goal on the power play. Hagel takes the lead 2-1. Slavkovsky scores his first goal in the second period on the power play 2-2. In the third period, he scores another power play goal, making it 3-2. Hagel scores his second goal of the game on the power play, make it 3-3, and then Slavkovsky scores on the power play in overtime, making it 4-3. Special teams is going to be the difference.
I mean, Slavkovsky not only had a hat trick, had three power play goals as well, as you just
Yeah,
said, which is like that's crazy on its own that he had multiple power play goals, a hat trick, the overtime
Mont-
game winner. Woo, baby.
Montreal 3 for 5 on the power play, while Tampa Bay was 2 for 5 on the power play. Shots
Well,
19-23, Montreal to Tampa Bay. Um, but hits 42 Montreal, 44 Tampa.
whew,
These two teams are not shy from
no.
each other either.
Our next game has almost equal hits as well.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a good game one was a great game one.
Oh yeah,
I think Montreal seemed to have a little bit of the edge. Um, but Dobesh played well, and uh, again, special teams is going to be the bread and butter
for
um,
both these teams, at
of
least in
this
this
series.
series. Yeah.
Of this series,
All right, let's
yeah,
move
it's game one.
on to Philly and Pittsburgh, game one. Philly took it 3-2. Very
Hmm.
close game. Um,
Very close game.
Philly outshot Pittsburgh 20-17. Pittsburgh won 59.2% of the faceoffs to the Flyers 40.8. Penguins actually out hit the Flyers 41-40.
Wow.
Nearly identical amounts of hits,
Mm.
and Philly outblocked them 14-9. Both teams did not score on their power plays. 0 for 3 Philly, 0 for 2 Pittsburgh. Ristolainen had 2 assists for Philadelphia, while Martone, Sandheim, and Drysdale scored the goals. Vladar 15 of 17. Malkin had a goal and an assist. Rust the other goal, and Skinner 17 of 20 for Pittsburgh. And I will say this: Pittsburgh's got to not fall into the trap that they immediately fell into in this Philly game, where they're like, Oh, they basically listen to everybody that's talking about this series around it.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
they were like, this is gonna be a bloodbath, and they're like, this game was. I wouldn't really call it a bloodbath. There was a lot of like pushing and shoving and stuff
Oh,
happening
yeah,
after the
yeah.
whistles. Nothing like tremendously bad happened in this game, but um, Pitts. I don't know understand why Pittsburgh fell into that immediately. Just don't do that. I think
So
overall, the Penguins are a better team than the Flyers. But like, if they fall into that, that's not how they play. That's not their system. And
there's another game system where it's going to be the same problem. Like in this playoffs, if
mhm.
if they start to, like, again, they have their game.
Yeah,
If they go to the other team's game, it's not going to go
it's not
well.
going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. And that's what you see in this game. It was a close game. Uh, Pittsburgh
Porter
scored.
Martone is good.
Porto
Jesus
Martone is
Christ.
good. Pittsburgh scored a goal that their second goal with like a minute and a half or 2 minutes left in the game. So they were
Yeah.
close to tying the game, but they just gotta not fall into the trap that Philly wants them to fall into because Philly is pretty good defensively, but they don't score that much. Is like
No.
their thing. Pittsburgh
There's
scores a
there
lot and is like less great defensively. So like it's kind of whichever
it's
is going to win out in this series.
it yeah, no, it's Rick Tocchet's game.
Yeah.
It's how Vancouver almost got to the second round, or got to the second round and
Hmm.
almost beat Edmonton 2 years ago.
Right. Well,
Um,
hey, maybe it'll beat the Penguins. I don't know. I hope not. But we'll see how the Penguins respond in game two. Hopefully, they just
but this
don't
is
immediately start fighting right away like they did in game one.
this is also a series where coaching matters, and
Yes.
having a having a first year head coach
Well, we'll
could
see. I mean, we'll see if he makes
um
adjustments. That we'll see what he can do. But he
it's
coached this
it's
team to the playoffs this year, which nobody thought they were going to be in the playoffs. So you got to give him some flowers for
right,
that. But you're right.
absolutely.
We'll see how he responds to this adversity in game one.
Well, and we'll look. I mean, go back to we can look at a couple series with
Hmm.
um, Dallas and Minnesota, Buffalo, Boston. These are series with a year one coach
Hmm.
um, versus a more experienced coach, and how is that um, first year coach going to respond, and how can they tweak their games to
I
continue?
I'll believe in Dan Muse. We'll see what he does for game two. He has done great things with the Penguins this year, so hopefully they can adjust and keep their tempers in check. Because like Crosby and Sondheim both got taken off the ice for roughing at the end of the game, so that took
Yeah.
Crosby out of like the potential tying situations because he was just off for the rest of the game.
Malkin was Malkin. He scored a goal and made some boneheaded plays.
Yeah, of
Like,
course, that's what you get with
he
him.
giveth,
Yeah,
he giveth, he
he
taketh.
giveth, he taketh. Yeah. All right. Well, that's Philly Pittsburgh game one. What you got next?
uh, I have Boston and Buffalo.
Oh yes,
Next game.
electric game.
Oh my God, it was awesome. All right, Buffalo wins 4-3
Hmm.
against Boston in the first game in Buffalo for 15 years.
Yeah.
Uh, it was crazy outside the arena, that's for sure. But Boston opens the scoring. Morgan Geeky goal in the first period on a broken play, gets the rebound, slots it home. They were no goals in the second period. Uh, then a minute into the third period, Elias Lindholm scores the second goal for Boston in basically the same exact position as Morgan Geeky's. Broken play, rebound in the back of the net. Then, 12 minutes played, Tage Thompson scores the first Buffalo's first goal of the game.
Hmm.
3 minutes later, he scores the second goal of the game to
Yes, he
tie
does.
it.
Yeah, he does.
And then a minute after that, Mateus Samuelsson scores to take the lead.
Oh man, watching
Um,
that game, dude, the crowd, oh, it was so
they
good.
they they were waiting for the first goal and they erupted and they did not stop.
And as a
With
player, you
goal
got to
after
feed
goal.
off of that to some extent. You hear them
Absolutely.
erupt, and you're like, "All right, we're back. We're in this."
Well, there was actually conversations about that where some pundits were saying that starting on the road could be a little bit beneficial because the pressure isn't there, which
Sure,
is
sure.
they talked about that a lot for Philadelphia, Pittsburgh,
Hmm.
um, and for the Buffalo Boston series. They talked about that a lot, but just the electricity in the Buffalo arena was electric.
Oh yeah,
Samuelson, and then 2 minutes after that, after Samuelson's goal, Alex Tuck scores the empty net to clinch the clinch the win, 4-2. David Pastrnak scores with less than a minute left in the game on the power play to bring the game within
make it
one.
interesting. Yeah,
Buffalo walks away. Buffalo outshot Boston 38-20. Hits, they out hit Boston 53-38.
damn,
Uh, yeah,
53 hits. God damn.
that's the thing about Buffalo. They're big, they're fast, and they are gonna impose their will. They were 0 for 4 on the power play. Um, their power play hasn't been great this year,
Hmm.
while Boston was 1 for 3 on the power play. Uh, Based on watching this game, because I watch all 4 games um, uh, on Sunday.
Hmm.
All 3 games, all 4 games, all 4 games on Sunday.
4 games. Yeah,
Buffalo had this game. Swayman is going to be the difference of this series because
gotcha.
Swayman really
Kept Boston
um,
in it.
kept Boston in it. Now he didn't have to make any like spectacular saves, in my opinion. His positioning was just good. He made every save look easy, um,
Mm.
which is signs of a good goalie. But yeah, Swayman's going to be the real difference maker in this uh, series
All
as it
right,
goes to game 2.
all right. We'll see if Buffalo can keep up that electricity for game 2. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Oh, we would be remiss in not mentioning the Saber beer, like
the Savior.
the Saber, which sold out immediately for game 1.
Yeah, they've had it limited throughout the season.
Hmm.
They brought it back at one point. It sold out pretty quickly. Then they brought it back. They brought it back for that crazy 8-7 Tampa game.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember you were like, I tried
They
to
brought
get,
it back.
or you were looking if you could get one
They
and you
brought it back
couldn't,
for that game, and it immediately sold out.
and then they brought it
Um,
back for game 1 and immediately sold out again.
it immediately sold out.
Ugh.
They had you sent me the Savers pretzel.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay, the pretzel. I don't know if they're selling it at the game, but like
I
they
don't
have
know.
a
I Someone was making a pretzel
big soft pretzel in the shape of a saber.
of a
Now
sword.
think
Yeah,
about it. Now think about it. What that would look like, and it looks like a
a
dick and
sword.
balls. So
A sword with the hilt has a finger guard. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it looks like a big old wiener and balls.
Hmm.
But you know what? It's fine. Whatever. Who cares?
Who cares?
It's just funny.
Rise up.
Rise up.
Um.
Yeah, that's right. Buffalo, rise up. They're rising up for the game. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go to Minnesota Dallas game 1. And this is the only game that like wasn't close.
No.
Uh because Minnesota won 6-1 in this game.
Hmm.
They outshot Dallas 29-28. The faceoffs were in favor of Dallas 58.8% to 49.2. So that's essentially even. Minnesota outhit Dallas 49-39, and they outblocked Dallas 17-8 as well. Boldy, Joel Eriksson Ek each had 2 goals and an assist. Kaprizov a goal and 2 assists. Zuccarello 3 assists, and Trenin had a goal and an assist. While Wallstead making his playoff debut, went 27 of 28. They were 2 for 4 on the
Yep.
power play in that game as well. Dallas was 1 for 4 on the power play, and it was the only goal they scored, obviously, and it was Robertson who scored that goal, and Ottinger was 23 of 28. Not a good game for Dallas.
No, but if
But
I'm
as,
Dallas,
as you pointed out to me last year, they had a really bad game one to start the playoffs last year as well, and then
they
bounced back
haven't
and
won a
won that
game
series.
one in 4 years.
Well, I looked back like the year previously. I think it was a much closer game. It wasn't a blowout, but
Yeah,
last year's was also a pretty bad like
it
loss
was a
in game one.
huge loss game one last year, but they don't have DeBoer, so
True.
I'm really curious to see how
Well,
Dallas
yeah, we'll
adjusts.
have to see how they bounce back in game two. That was certainly not the result I was expecting out of that game one. Was a
No,
beat down 6-1.
and they're really missing rope hands. If they
Oh
go down the
yes,
series, they go down the series 2-0. I, if any team can battle back, it's them, but
sure.
that's not going to be good.
But
Um,
Rantanen did
it's
not
not what you
look
want.
particularly good in that game. And Rope
He didn't
Hintz,
look
who's their
good in
number
the
one?
last series.
Yeah.
He didn't look good in the last series until that game seven where he beat Colorado by himself.
Oh, true. Uh, yeah, Hintz is essentially their number one center. So
Yes,
obviously, if you're missing your number one center, that's gonna really hurt your team, and it very clearly is hurting Dallas right now.
and he's a bunch of their speed.
Yeah. Well, he should hopefully be back for game three,
Three,
but
hopefully.
I
Oh, I
hopefully
think he's going to be back whether or not he's healthy or not.
yeah, and I don't believe Heiskanen is 100% either.
There's no way he is.
No. All right. Up next.
All right, up next is Vegas and Utah, where Vegas opens up the series by beating Utah 4-2. And also, I completely forgot or didn't didn't realize like this is a rivalry geographically,
Oh, I guess they are fairly close. I always forget that
morally,
Vegas is like, huh?
morally.
Morally too. Yeah, that's so funny. That's such a funny way to put it. Yeah, because like, isn't Vegas in like northern Nevada, right?
It's in southern Nevada.
Or it's in southern Nevada. Okay, so they're
It's in
like not
southern Nevada,
not
but
that close, but
no, but they are both have huge Mormon populations. Um,
oh, dude, the Mormons. Me and just a side tangent here for a second. Me and your wife Jenny watched a documentary about um,
the
the
yeah, no,
fundamental Mormons.
I saw that come out, and when I heard
Oh,
you two were
dude,
watching it, it's like
it's so bad. It's I forget what it's something false prophet. If you guys want to check it
yeah,
out on
yeah,
Netflix, it's really interesting. It's really disturbing as well. And fuck that guy and the other two guys that
yeah.
were a part of it. Other three guys, excuse me, that were a part of it too.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was a sequel of the other like
It was kind of a sequel to the Warren Jeffs one, sorta.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
he's in jail, and now this second guy, spoiler alert, thank God, is also in jail. But go check it out if you want to be really mad at things that are allowed to happen in this country
Yeah, yeah.
in very religious sects around the country. All right, Utah, back to Utah and Vegas.
I, yeah, you cut me off when you should. Uh, Utah, Vegas. Vegas wins 4-2. Logan Cooley opens the scoring in the first period with 50 seconds left in the first period. Logan
Mm-hmm.
Cooley opens the scoring. Nate Schmidt and Lawson Krause get the assist. Nate Schmidt for Golden Knight. Second period, 3 minutes played. Colton Sisson ties the game, and then with 5 minutes played, Kevin Stenlund retakes the lead for Utah. But in the third period, all Vegas. Mark Stone scores a goal on the power play to tie it. Nick Dowd gets the game-winning goal, and then Ivan Barbashev finishes the game off with an empty netter. Um, Shots pretty even, 33 for Utah, 31 for Vegas. Hits, there's your discrepancy. 52 for Vegas, 30 for Utah.
Damn. That's a
Um,
man. There's some big hit discrepancies the first few games here.
so this series, this is the series again. I confidently have Vegas winning this
Okay,
because they have the experience. They have the experience that Utah doesn't,
that's true. That is true.
and their size. Utah is more of a speed game,
Mm.
while Vegas is just bigger. And Utah or Vegas initiated every single scrum, and there were a lot. And Utah fell into the trap,
Uh, just like Pittsburgh did too. Yeah.
just like. And if Utah falls into this trap and play Vegas's game, they are going to lose.
Yep.
Keller, Schmaltz, and Gunther were invisible this game.
Mm-hmm.
Cooley was the only threat of the young kids. Um, Also, Utah needs to. If you don't kill Vegas dead in the first two periods, you're going to have problems because they are a third period team. They are plus. Their goal differential in the third period alone is plus 108.
Holy shit! Plus
Yes.
108.
Yes.
That's insane.
It's disgusting.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're a third period
Remember,
team for sure.
they were a third and fourth period team because they had 17 overtime losses and but 30 of their 39 wins were regulation.
Ah,
That's 5-on-5.
yeah.
Uh, so, also, I will say Utah got away with a little bit, and Sean Dursey specifically, because in a scrum, he headbutted Rasmus Anderson.
Oh shit.
Also, without a helmet. Dursey did
Oh, that's
headbutted
crazy
Anderson
too.
without a helmet. It's crazy behavior.
That's crazy,
Like,
that's crazy, man behavior.
for those that don't know, and both Anderson and Dursey went to the box for roughing. Utah ended up on a power play, which had Cole Smith bleeding from his mouth. Like it should have been a wash, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who don't know, refs are kind of hesitant to call headbutting because attempting a headbutting is an automatic double minor, and landing a headbutt is 5 in a game.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. I mean, it
It's
should
yeah,
be. Yeah, no, it should
it
be.
should be. It's
Yeah, I
getting
didn't know that
called
was a
for a
rule.
headbutt.
You don't see it happen very much.
Exactly, but getting called for a headbutt is a major penalty.
Interesting. That would
So
have.
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
he did
He
get
got
away with
away with
that. Yeah.
one.
Oh.
So, but again, he fed into
Mhm.
Vegas's
Mhm.
strategy, get under their skin.
Yeah.
So
We'll see if
Utah
Utah.
needs to play their
Yeah,
game.
Utah can get back to their game for game two. Game ones are like kind of a
Or it'll be a
crapshoot,
problem.
you know,
Yeah,
because you don't know what you're gonna get from either team, even if they've played each other a bunch of times. You still don't know
yeah.
what that playoff series is gonna look like necessarily.
Playoffs are different.
It's a whole different beast. All right, let's do our final game one, and that's Colorado and LA. And I was shocked how close this game was. Colorado did end up winning 2-1. LA didn't really get much in the way of offense. They scored that last goal, their one goal,
Yeah,
very late in the game.
super late.
Colorado had the one goal called off because of goaltender interference.
Which
That
was fair.
which
Oh,
was I did not. I thank God did not have the announcers on while I was watching the game because you texted me how annoying they were being about arguing back and forth if it was goaltender interference or not.
yes, it was clearly goaltender interference. Like this wasn't cut and dry. It was
It was
goaltender
cut and dry. It
interference.
was cut and dry.
Sorry, you're right. You're right. You're right. It was cut and dry. Goaltender interference. Dowdy is allowed his position on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it. Yeah. So I don't know what they were. I thank God. I probably would have just pissed me off if I was listening to it like it clearly did for you. But like you kept texting me about it. It was like 10 full minutes
Minutes later, and they're
after
still
that
arguing about it.
after the goal was called back. Colorado outshot LA 30-25. LA won 55.6% of the faceoffs to Colorado's 44.4. LA outhit Colorado 49-35, and they outblocked
Yeah,
Colorado 23-21. That's a lot of blocks between both teams.
I didn't think Colorado had that many blocks, but
21
yeah,
blocks,
that
yeah,
tracks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Colorado was 0 for 4 on the power play. LA's lone goal did come on the power play. O'Connor and Lankinen
Mhm.
scored the goals for Colorado. Wedgwood 24 of 25. Panarin scored the goal for LA. And Forsberg 28 of 30. Pretty good game from Forsberg.
Forsberg
Wild that
had a good
Forsberg
game.
is their starter for game one and not Kemper.
I
I don't know how
Forsberg could
good
be
of
the
a
kid of the
game
year.
or how good of a season Kemper had. I'm just going off
Forsberg,
of last year where he was like second in Vesna votes, but
yeah, but
he clearly
this year
fell off this year.
he definitely lost to Forsberg this year.
Which is interesting because Anton Forsberg has been around for a really long time. So
Stanley Cup
like,
champion and Forsberg.
look, I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I'm just he's been like a career backup until this
Yeah.
moment.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, there we go. Those are all the game ones that have happened. The only one that has not happened yet is Anaheim and Edmonton. I assume because of like scheduling conflicts or whatever
Gotta be.
with the
That
arena.
happens tonight.
That happens tonight, Monday, as we record. The other games tonight are Pittsburgh Philly game
Philadelphia,
two,
Pittsburgh, Ottawa, Carolina,
Ottawa
and Minnesota,
Carolina, and Minnesota Dallas game
Dallas.
two. So we'll see what those game
Yep.
twos look like, and that game one from Edmonton and Anaheim. Speaking of scheduling conflicts, my mom told me that it's either game three or four in Philly. There's supposed to be a concert that same night
There's a
at the
couple
arena, and they're still
things.
selling
Yeah.
tickets for both of them. So
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I don't know if that's been resolved. This was a day or two ago that she texted me that, but maybe it's resolved now. But like that's crazy that they're still selling tickets for both of them on that night
Oh yeah.
because the game is supposed to start at 7 probably, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
concert's supposed to start at 6:30. So,
Oh wow.
but like Philly, the complex that all of Philly's sports arenas and stadiums are in is huge.
They're all next to
So
each
they
other.
might just
Yeah.
be able to bump that concert over to one. They're all next to each other. So they might just be able to be like, okay, the concert is in the Eagles stadium now
Yeah, it could be in the wing.
or the baseball stadium or whatever.
Right.
So that might be that's probably what they're going to do. Probably go to the Eagles stadium because, the Phillies are
Yeah.
playing now too, so that's the only one that probably doesn't have anything going on that night. But I just thought that was interesting that I don't know if it's Ticketmaster, probably Ticketmaster still selling those
Yeah.
tickets. Fuck you, Ticketmaster.
Uh, did you? Oh, they recently jury found them a
Hmm.
monopoly,
They're
so
gonna have to
hopefully something
break
that
up. Thank God.
something. Oh yeah,
Something.
absolutely. There was another story that Carey Price was tried to
Mm.
make a
Hmm.
comeback last year for the
Yes, he was
Habs,
like
but he woke up
secretly
the
trying to
next
make a
morning
comeback. Yeah.
but he woke up the next morning with knee pain. So it was just like, well, this is done.
Never mind. Yeah, well, that's over
Never
then.
mind. Yep.
Where's his contract now? It's not on Montreal. Is it on San Jose?
It's San Jose.
Yeah, that's what I
San
thought.
Jose. Macklin Celebrini is his first 100-point teammate.
That's so funny. Like technically, yeah, that's true. I guess if he was still in the Habs, it would have been Suzuki this year. So this year,
Yeah,
either way, he finally got a
he
hundred
would have
point
had a 100-point teammate.
teammate.
Yeah.
Oh dang! All right. Thank you guys for listening. As always, we can be found wherever podcasts are found. Give us a rate, review, subscribe wherever applicable, and we will see you next week for all of the playoff games that happen this week.
Yeah,
There's going to be a
absolutely.
bunch of game twos, threes, fours, um, and one game one tonight.
Yep.
But we will see you guys at the same puck time.
Same puck plays.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.